Y'all on the charger real quick, man. Let me put y'all on the charger real quick. Let me see if it's getting charged. Charge, you got. Whew. Man, what I tell y'all, man. Man, it's crazy out here, man. I never thought I would actually witness this. I never thought me myself would witness this. And I know, why are you going on live? Why are you talking about this? I'm just going, hey, man, I want to show you guys the things you're going to see while trucking. Let me take a quick sip real quick, man. All right, you guys. Man, I just witnessed, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to be honest with you. I just witnessed the aftermath of a police shooting. Now, just so y'all can know that I was not playing around. You guys see what time I'm going live. You see what time I went live. If you're watching this later on, but I was driving on. I can't remember the road, but I know I was going I-64 eastbound. All right, that's right around St. Louis at the border of Illinois, and I got to go eastbound I-64. And there's construction on the route that I was supposed to go off. There was construction, right? They closed that eastbound exit, which was exit 3. And all right, I had to reroute, right? And I just see a whole bunch of cop cars. I'm talking about 15 deep. And back in my head, I'm thinking like, dang, man, that's my alternate route. That's the route I gotta take to get back on I-64 eastbound, right? To head to Louisville, Kentucky. I just crossed the border. I just left St. Louis. So I'm thinking it's construction. So I go off that eastbound route. I get off that little road, right? And as I'm driving, you just see a whole bunch of lights, police lights. And I'm like, man, that don't look like construction. I don't see no cones. I don't see no construction equipments. I don't see none of that. I just see a whole bunch of police light. Now, as I get closer, I see a trucker right in front of me. So he kind of went, he turned right, then back up all the way back and did a U-turn. So automatically, in back of my head, I'm thinking about, now, if you guys just got it on right now, man, I'm gonna tell you what I just witnessed. I was on, I had to get on I-64 eastbound, right? So I see the trucker, he makes a right, a left, he backs up to do a U-turn. So I put my hazard light on, and I'm like, all right, bet I'm gonna have to do the same thing. So here come a police officer walking up to me. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man? I just witnessed, a police shooting, man. I'm gonna break it down what I just seen. So as he did that, right, he backs up, and I'm like, okay, boom, I gotta do the same thing. I put my hazard light on. I'm about to do the same thing. Police officer walk up to me. He's full vest. So I'm like, man, this ain't no construction site. Maybe it was a high speed chase or something, right? And long story short, man, police officer walk up to me. He said, hey, listen, you ain't gotta do what he just did. Go up the street, make a right, make another right. We'll get you back onto that road that you gotta take. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. As I was driving, man, I see one car. It was an SUV. I can't tell if it was a Ford Explorer. It was a little older model car. It wasn't no 2024. One car in the middle, dark, no lights, no nothing. So that off rip right there showed me, you know what I mean? That right there indicated to me that that's not no good. That's not a good sign right there. And as I made that right, that right that he told me to take to get back on that main road, I just see a whole bunch of other cars that's right behind the police barricade. And you just see, it was a black family. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a black family. You just see them crying, just crying. Cars pulling up, man. Cars jump, people getting out the cars. And you see that one car parked right in the middle, man. And I could already tell, man, that guy got lit up, man. That guy got lit up. Now it was not no drive-by shooting or none of that. It was one car right in the middle, police barricading on both ways. You can't see nothing. Man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, bro. That was my first time ever seeing that. Why are you so black? Yeah, cool, whatever. Um, you can come like I don't care about man. I don't care. Cool. Yeah. Why am I so black? Cool. Good one. But anyways, man. When I seen that, man, I wanted to stop. I ain't gonna lie. I really wanted to stop. It was like on the main street. It was on the main street, and I wanted to stop, man. Get out the truck to, see what I could do to help, see what's going on. But man, it was just, man. I never thought I would see my seen a police. Man, y'all, if y'all in that area, man, y'all could look it up later on today. Look at St. Louis. It was in Illinois at the border. Like if you're going eastbound, I don't remember the name of the little town I was in, but it was eastbound. I ain't gonna lie, it was eastbound. Going to I-64 eastbound. I had to get off of exit 4 to go around. So wherever exit 4 at, there was a pilot not too far from that, man. Wherever exit 4 at in that area, when you cross over St. Louis to get to Illinois, that's where the police shooting. Y'all can look it up on the news. Y'all heard it first. I'm pretty sure sometime later on today it's gonna be on the news. Um, don't drop. Yeah, what? What y'all talking about, man? All right, nah, cause the interstate that I was supposed to get off of was I-64 eastbound, going to St. Louis, Kentucky. So that I was crossing over St. No, Louisville, Kentucky. I was crossing over St. Louis. There's a bridge, right? There's a big old bridge, and then you get into Illinois. Now that exit right there was blocked off. Exit 3 was blocked off, so it made me go to exit 4 to go around to get back on exit 3. So when I was going off of exit 4, where that pilot was at, as soon as you cross over St. Louis and you get into Illinois, there's a pilot at exit 4. That's where the shooting happened. So I don't know the name of the city, the town, man. And it just happened. It just happened. There was no ambulance. You could tell that the guy was still in the car. Guy, woman, I don't know. You could tell that the individual was in the car. You could tell it's a black family because it was none but black people out there crying on the floor on the sidewalk. Um, I don't know the whole story. I don't know what happened. All I know it was a shooting. It just happened today, this morning. So it was in Illinois. It wasn't in Saint. It wasn't in Missouri at all. It was at the border of Illinois and St. Louis, where Missouri is at. Um, Crazy, man, man. Life is short, you guys, and crazy, bro. Crazy, 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 crazy. And man, like I'm still shocked. Like I'm still shocked. Like you know, it happened so fast where I couldn't even, what I mean? When by the time I kind of comprehend what the heck was going on, I was already, man, I can't really explain. East St. Louis, wow, it probably was East St. Louis. Yeah, it is short, man. Yeah, it probably, I think it was East St. Louis. Yeah, life is short, bro. Like I say, I don't know what happened. I was not there. I didn't see the shooting happen. I was at the aftermath. Um, all I could tell was broken families on the sidewalk and a lot of police cars. When I say a lot of police cars, it was about over 12. What I mean? Six blocking on the north side of that car, six blocking on the south side of that car, SUV. And I just seen a whole bunch of families just, man. So off rip, I knew it was a police shooting, man. And like I say again, I don't know what happened. But you guys, man, later on today, y'all can fact check it. Probably the east side is St. Louis, on the Illinois side. Because I clearly crossed over the bridge. I clearly crossed over that bridge and it said Illinois. All right. So currently, right now, I'm on I-64 going east. I'm on East I-64 headed to Louise. Uh, I can't even talk right now, man. Uh, Louisville, Kentucky. Um, so I know you guys can look that up, man. You, nah, I'm not owner operator. Nah, 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 nah. I was this close and being an owner operator. I had the money. I was ready to go. It was just I was going to purchase from Ryder, and I just didn't like their vibe. They're like pushing me, like buy this, buy this, buy this now, buy this now. So I didn't become an owner operator. Uh, that was East. Yeah, yeah, I believe so. It was East St. Louis. It was East St. Louis. Um, I'm not sure. Does St. Louis at that port? I know it's Edwardville. That town Edwardville is right at the border of St. Louis and I mean Illinois and Missouri. So I believe it probably was East St. Louis where that happened. This happened this morning, man. Like I said, if you guys wanted to fact check it later on today, you guys can look it up. Um, shooting. I'm going to look it up because I just passed by it, man. I'm telling you, it literally just happened. Cop cars were still coming in. Cop cars were still flying in, man. And no ambulance. I didn't see the courier, whatever you call those people that I didn't see none. I didn't see the crime scene. They didn't even show up yet. I swear, what I mean. I was like the second one that showed up besides the family. Families were already out there. And I'm talking about it wasn't like they lived in the area. I was seeing cars flying in. I'm thinking that it's a regular commute. They're about to get ready to go work. Nah, they're going to that scene right there. Um, so it's wild, man. It's wild out here, man. It's wild out here, bro. You gotta really be on your P's and Q's, man. And I know we all got different type of lifestyles. We all got different type of situations or what, you know, in life, man. But boy, 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 it's gonna get crazier and crazier and crazier. As far as what's going on, man, y'all see what's going on, and I'm not just talking about the killings and all that, and you can see in the political too. Huh? And I don't even want to get there. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to want to talk about that, man. Are the lows paying better now? Like I said, I'm not an owner operator, but I do have friends that are owner operators, close friends. I used to be a broker. I was a broker back during COVID when the rates were very, very good. I since then switched over as a truck driver around 2022, and I haven't broken the load since then. But as far as my friends, no, the loads are not getting better. The rates are not getting better. One of my friend had voluntarily let go of his truck. He didn't lease it from a company or not. Now, he actually bought the truck, financed it through a bank, and he had to voluntarily let that go. And he was actually running with a lease company. I won't mention that company's name, but they're very, very, excuse my French, very shitty company for company drivers. But they let him go. Um, so yeah, the rates are not getting better. When are they going to get better? I don't know. But I strongly do believe being a company driver, being local is the best time to be local. Got personal dash cam news will pay for clip. Oh, okay. Um, traffic and otherwise. Yeah, I need to do that. But yeah, the race is ridiculous right now. What's going on? Sounds like Steven Transport. He actually worked for Steven Transport. That was his first company he actually worked for, Reefer. But it wasn't Steven Transport. I'll say that. He did work for Steven Transport, and he left them a long time ago. Me and my friend, we used to team drive. That's how I got into the industry. The reason why I got my CDL license from being a broker was because we were working on being an asset-based brokerage. So I actually wanted to get the feel as a truck driver. And by the time I became a truck driver, the people I left in charge of the brokerage, it collapsed. And now I ended before it totally collapsed. One person was getting crazy, and I don't want to say crazy, but one person was just overwhelmed with the responsibility, and so things were happening that I did not want to happen. So I did my last load and I canceled it. I was like, we're done, and I just continued driving these trucks. Um, mine's too. Damn, sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, it's part of business. We actually, we made over 123,000. I paid about 70, 80,000 towards truck drivers. And that's when I was like, you know what? I need to get my own trucks. But in the beginning, it was just trying to get our feet wet, trying to find customers, trying to get better negotiating and coming out with, rates and all that stuff. It's just we didn't get to that second phase. Um, so it is what it is, man. And it was the best decision I made of um, doing that. And like I said, I just seen what I just seen. Here, like if you guys ever, I don't know if you guys ever experienced or ever heard somebody cry, and not no regular cry, not no fake cry, not no cry to get something that they want, like a real broken cry, man. I just witnessed hearing. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I put my window down. You know what I mean? Because I was confused. I was like, "Yo, what the heck's going on?" It wasn't a car accident because there was only one car. And why you need all these police? There was no firefighter trucks, no ambulance, just cop cars and one car. Dark. Um, and she just broke down and cried right there on the sidewalk, bro. Right there on the sidewalk. You see the other group of the family just trying to get some news. You see cars coming in, and they're stopping, bro. They're stopping, man. They're stopping, man. Is a truck driver now. Oh yeah, yeah. Why is so Woody? Yeah, he is a truck driver now, but I don't think he's making so much money off of doing these content and stuff. And it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Not when it comes to, oh, you're a snitch, you're this, that, and the third, bro. Like if you live in that lifestyle, you live in that lifestyle. You do what you gotta do. Like me as a trucker, we have rules that we gotta abide by. And as a trucker, we have rules that helps other truckers life over the road a lot easier. And now if I broke one of those rules, um like for example, we have a rule that, hey, once you're done fueling up at the fuel aisle, move up. You got 10 to 15 minutes to go ahead and use the restroom real quick, get your energy drink, get you whatever you got to get, a snack, whatever inside the truck stop, and get out your business. Now, imagine if I were to pull up to the fuel aisle and I went to go take go take a shower. When I get back out, other truckers are going to check me. You feel what I'm saying? The other truckers going to be upset. The same thing if you jump in any game or any environment, no matter if it's being a stockbroker, working on Wall Street, or a doctor, or if you jump it in the streets, you all have your own certain rules. Now, I'm not a street guy, never been, never will. But with what back to YSL Woody, man, he's making so much money off of doing what he did. It wasn't because he was, we all know why he's doing that, and it goes back too with that whole. I don't know if you guys know about the Fulio case. They apprehended four individuals. One of them were females, and I was telling my homeboy, I was telling him, I was like, yo, listen, she could go ahead and snitch, and nobody's not gonna care. No one's not gonna tell her, "Oh, you're a snitch." I'm not gonna deal with you. Guys are still gonna talk to her. Guys are still gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the life we live in. So I know Woody smoking weed in his truck. I don't know, man. That guy he's very creative. Unique is what I want to say. Woody is unique. My heart goes out to everybody that's dealing with that trial on both sides of the fence. But yeah, that Woody guy's unique, very very unique. But if you actually like, I listened to a couple of his interviews. He had one pretty decent interview that kind of showed another light of who he is, or who he has become and what he is right now. And he's a very unique individual, man. You don't have to do none of that to get money. Stay out the streets. You know what I mean? And going back to stay out the streets, I don't know that individual that got shot up. Um, but at the end of the day, man, it's not worth it, bro. It's not. Yes, got a little spiritual. Yeah, he did get a little spiritual. I think he was always spiritual. It's just his environment contained his spirituality until now, when he got a wake up call. And I think that happens to a lot of people. You know, we hang around with the wrong crowd, do things that we regret, but because of the crowd that we hang out with, we can't really have remorse, or we'll look like as a sucker or soft, because we're around wolves. You know what I'm saying? And in the minute that we're actually taken away or actually removed from that environment, the real person that we really want to be, are wolves in sheep clothing. But yeah, he did get spiritual. Um, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Kind of illegal, bruh. What's up, man? Well, what did I do now, bro? I just witnessed. If you just joined in, just see what I'm talking about, bruh. Yes, it's true. Um, uh, it's I believe it's East St. Louis. Y'all can check this. Y'all can fact check it. Do what y'all got to do. But I believe it's East St. Louis. A shooting just happened. It looks like it was involved with an individual that could be African American. From my observation of the family, and involved with police officers. Now, what happened? I seen the aftermath. You know, I didn't see the shooting. I didn't see none of that. All I seen was 12 police cars surrounding this car, blocking off the road, and one SUV car in the middle of the road. My heart goes out to the family. Um, I pray. I know me saying that doesn't mean nothing. When you lose someone to, gun violence, or if you lose somebody from a shooting, nobody can um, comprehend the pain and struggle that that family will live on for the rest of their lives. So my heart goes out to them. I don't know the whole information. You guys can look it up later on. You guys can, check up. Hey, shooting East St. Louis, earlier in the morning, today. Um, so it was crazy. Uh, I can't 100% say I seen news reporters, um, but there's probably news reporters out there now. Um, but yeah, it's the life that we're living right now, man. Anything can happen, anything could go at any certain moment, man. So we just got to be vigilant. We just got to be spiritual. We just got to be. We got to ask ourselves, what I mean, what life is really about. We need to stop being hard headed. And I'm not talking about this particular incident. I'm not talking about this particular incident. I'm just talking about as ourselves. You know, individually. We sometimes we just gotta ask ourselves, and I myself included, what life is really about. What could I get out of life? Um, that when I look back 30, 40, however long my life takes me, or God allows me to live, am I going to be happy? A lot of us made bad decisions growing up, but every day we wake up, it's a new day, it's a new chance, right? And it can start today. You can start today and tell yourself, hey, listen, from now on until I retire or whatever my goals are, I don't want to have any more regrets. So whatever I did 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, that's in the past, and we're going to work for it. We're going to make a new chapter. We're going to make a new guideline or storyline to our life. You know, let me see what y'all got. Bro, Atlanta, Africans laugh at black Americans saying that black Americans. Good morning to you too. I don't know. Yeah, that's what we see. And that's what we see. But have you ever been to Africa? You know what I'm saying? My parents are immigrant. My mom's American citizen, been American citizen since the mid 90s. Um, but so have you been to Africa? Like it's what we're seeing is what they're showing us. You know, hey, Africans laugh at us, but I'm not sure if you noticed that Guyana, no, Ghana, not Guyana, Ghana, for like 3 years straight during Donald Trump's presidency, was asking African Americans to come back. They're actually telling African Americans to come to Ghana, and they will give you citizenship. You could come back to Africa, come home, and we'll give you citizenship here in Ghana. So with that whole thing, like Africans in Africa are laughing at African Americans. I don't know. They could be. They could not be. I don't care because I have not been to Africa, and I want to go to Africa. Um, I really do. I want to go to Africa. I want to explore other parts of the world. And for some of you guys that have not explored other parts of the world, I encourage you to do that. But if you want to be stuck in your box, stuck in your matrix, hey, to each his own, right? But why are you so dark? Why are you so dark? I don't know. You tell me, bro. You tell me, bro. Tell me why. Explain to me why am I so dark? You know what I mean? And this is the type of shit that we go through. And I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about human beings in general. This type of stuff we go through. I love it. You know, there's some people that don't, that do content creation. But as far as me, I love it. You know what I mean? Let me not say I love it. I just don't care. You know, I don't care at the end of the day. Um, but I hope you got a laugh out of it. You are in the freaking shaker or nah, bro? Ain't no shake. Freight shaker. I was in the Mack truck. I had the Mack truck. Did that for a little bit. Didn't like it. Gave it back. I'm in the Volvo 870, 860. You know, um, pretty nice Volvo. This is actually what the truck that I wanted before the Mac, but the Mac was the only one that was available at the time. But yeah, I'm in the Volvo currently right now. I haven't drove Freightliner since 2022. I've been in Peterbilts, Max, and Volvos. But the two trucks I've drove the most were the Peterbilts and Volvos. I love the Peterbilt. That's my all-time favorite. I know for some of y'all truckers out there, I'm not a real trucker because I have manual restrictions. So be. But eventually one day I will take the manual restriction off and get my manual so I can get me that long nose Peterbilt. You heard? Yo, you're chilled. Yeah, the light's making me chill today. If I had it on red, like I'm gonna show you. Whoa. If I had it right here, and that mother freaker was talking about why you so dark, I would have turned up, but I ain't doing that. You feel me? Keep it on the blue. We chill today, man. I just witnessed sun. Um, and I just wanted to touch base with you guys, talk to you guys, and I didn't know there's gonna be so much people on right now. I didn't know y'all were up this early. What y'all doing up this early, man? Y'all driving trucks? Or you just woke up this morning wiping the crust off your eyes? You heard? Let me see, yo, the light do change. It does, right? I miss my bro. I ain't gonna lie. My eyes are messed up, bro. I can't see what you just wrote. The light do change, bro. Like if I drop it right here, y'all can see. I ain't that bad. You heard? But I just don't like the light because it is dark outside and it's messing up with my eyes. So I'll keep it at the blue for now. But third shit, third shit. I don't know what third shit is. Oh, third shift. Oh, my bad. My bad, kid. I said entertainment. Well, not entertainment, but some real things that just went down right now. But yeah, man. Yeah, y'all on your third shift. Y'all getting ready to go home. One thing I want to ask you guys four wheelers. When you ever hear a trucker say four wheelers, that's y'all regular cars. You know, your Toyotas, your Challengers, your Fords. You know what I mean? Four wheels. We call y'all four wheelers. You know what I mean? Please be mindful of us truckers. You know what I mean? I know y'all getting off of work. Y'all want to get home as quick as possible. Y'all want to send out your text message, letting all y'all babies know you're on your way home. You try to see who's gonna hit you up first with that good morning love text. You know what I'm saying? Please be mindful of us truckers out here on the road, man. That's gonna be driving all day long. You know what I mean? Try not to cut. If you're gonna cut us off, at least give us space. At least go a little bit further up, then merge over. If you guys gonna merge on the highway, please hit the gas, bro. Don't hit the gas, get to the side of the truck, and then you want to slow down and you want to play chicken, side to side chicken with the truck. Hit the gas. If you're gonna hit the gas from the beginning, hit the gas all the way. Hit the gas all the way and get on. Because 9 out of 10, we have a car on our left that's not gonna let us through. Y'all know how it is. So be mindful, third shift. You know what I'm saying? I can't see. Safe travels, bro. Thank you for, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. I ain't gonna lie, it does get frustrating, man. But moments like this, when I see, this is my first time seeing this. I can't just say when I see. This is my first time seeing East St. Louis. I believe in that area there was a shooting. I believe it was involved with an individual. At, from my observation, I believe the individual could be black. It could be Hispanic. Could be Caucasian. But the people that were crying were African Americans. Um, so, seeing that, uh, it really, it kind of makes me be thankful, and I think we all should be thankful because we just never know when, it's gonna be our last day, and I don't care, not one of us here on earth, not majority of us here on earth have a mindset of, you know what, today's my last day. Now, some of y'all have a mindset of today's my last day of this freaking job. But as far as life as in general, not a lot of us, yes, there are people that have, taken their own life. Um, but we're still 300 billion plus on this world, right? Was it 8 billion people in this world? So think about that. Be happy. Y'all still alive. Y'all still doing what y'all doing. You got a job. You got a family. If you're going through anything in life, I mean, pray to God. Reach out to a family, talk to them. If you're on the wrong path, man, find someone that's doing something in life, man. It could be a manager at a fast food chain or a grocery store, or it could be a guy that's working in a factory, man. Find someone that's doing something in life. And if you don't know anybody, man, go online. There's plenty of people with videos on YouTube, videos on these social media platforms that are giving games about things that can help you mentally, physically, and spiritually and financially. Cause life is short, man. Yeah, man. Life is very short. And at this point in time, I reckon since the tension in the air, man. We got the political race coming up. I'm not. I don't touch into political. I do watch The Simpsons. I do watch The Simpsons. That's all I'm gonna say. But there is very tension, man. This is a time that we need to come together, man. Because there's other powers around us. I'm talking about other countries that are preying on our downfalls. Like I said, my parents are immigrants. I was born here in the United States. My mother has been a U.S. citizen since the 90s. And I just remember those days, man. We were just proud to be Americans. Everybody was. Everybody had the American flag. Everybody was good. You know what I mean? Now we just got so much tension and division. I don't know where it came from, bro. And there's a lot of people that are praying for our downfalls, and I want us all to have that pride again, man. I want us all to have that pride again, to be able to come to a country that's such a melting pot that allows every individuals to succeed. Now, are there obstacles for everybody in this world? Yes, there are. Let's just be real. There are obstacles for everybody, but there are a blueprint to overcome that obstacle because someone else did it before. You know what I mean? If you get a job, any job My respect. Too many people give up on themselves and choose the wrong. Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. You know, it doesn't matter where you start from. It does not matter where you start from. Um, it's just starting. You know what I'm saying? I know a person right now that's been a trucker and has nothing to his or her name. I'm not gonna identify the individual by sex. I'm gonna say a truck driver has nothing to his name. He's been trucking for years. Made a lot of money. If you look at his 1099, his W-2, he made over 100 grand. But if you look at his bank account, he ain't got nothing. And I know somebody that been working at McDonald's for the last 2 years got more money than that person. Why? Because not how much you make, is how much you can save. Okay, that's what life is all about. It's not what you can make, it's how much you can save. And after you learn the fundamentals and the principle of saving your money, you also got to learn the next step, which is investing your money. Your money has to make money. That's the goal of capitalism. Your money making money, not you making money. You have to start by making money, and then when you have enough funds in your bank account, your credit score is getting better. You take that funds, 70%, 50%, 20% of your funds, and invest it into something. You might want to invest into mutual funds. You might want to invest into stocks. You might want to invest into a property, right? Or you might want to invest into e-commerce. But you don't want to keep your money sitting in your bank and you're just collecting the money because it's not gonna do nothing for you. It even says that in the Bible. In the Bible, a guy went out and he gave money to each one of his servants, right? And he left. When he came back, one servant made full four plus, another servant made five plus one, and then the last servant he hid it under the ground and kept it there. And when the master asked that servant, "Why did you hid it under the ground?" He said, "Well, I'm scared of you. I didn't want to lose your money." He said, "Man, it was better for you to leave that junk in the bank and get a small percentage." So, what does that mean? What does that mean is your money has to make money. Scary money does not make money, bro. You understand me? And we're living in a scarier time. We're living in a time where anything could happen. We're living in a time where we're witnessing people losing their lives, not just from what I just seen, but we're losing our lives by going to school, losing our lives by going shopping with their families, losing our lives by going to gatherings like concerts and things like that. They're losing their lives. We're witnessing this every day. We're seeing artists rapping about people losing their lives, and we're not celebrating it, but that's our form of entertainment now. Do you know that there are some countries that do not allow our movies, our shows to be broadcast in their countries? Ask yourself why. But that's another topic. Right now, I just want to, I want you guys to focus on your life. What do you want out of it? What are you trying to become? Because at any moment, man, it could be you, man. It could be me. And God forbid, I pray God on all of us that we stay safe, stay vigilant, and man, let's make the right decisions, make the right choices. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know, man. Like, you just never know, man. You never know when it's gonna be your last, man. And we also need to take another step forward and not just think about ourselves, but also think about our friends and families, especially our families. If we're in a position of making money and we're in a position to invest our money and start to generate wealth just by sleeping, what does that mean? By we can go to sleep and wake up, right? We make money while we sleep. We also need to start thinking about our families. We also got to think about what can I do, like life insurance, or by doing a policy, or by buying property and putting in your family names. So when you do pass away, your family will be left better or left off. And not just that, but also teaching our families the values and fundamentals of how to make money. If you guys don't know nothing about the Vanderbilts, look them up. They're at one point one of the richest people in the world, richest family in the world, and now they're the brokest. There's two Vanderbilts left that actually has over $1 million. One of them is Anderson Cooper. If you don't know Anderson Cooper, he's a I don't know what network he is, but he's a journalist on one of the popular networks. He's a Vanderbilt. He's worth $1 million some dollars. And there's another one, a boy. There's only two left, and this was one of the richest families in the world. What happened? Well, the Vanderbilt never taught his kids the fundamental of making money. All he did was splurge and spoil them, and they burnt the money. And that goes back to we got to do better teaching our family, our community, the importance of life, the importance of giving back, the importance of being fruitful and mindful of how precious life we got. And I know none of us asked to be born. We're just born. But you got to ask yourself, what was the purpose and meaning of you being born here and being here today? And like I said, the individual just lost his life. I don't know what happened. I just seen the aftermath. That was my first time ever seeing that. Seeing the, I seen it on the news. I seen it on on these platforms where people are speaking of it and showing the aftermath and people are protesting. But I never seen it with my own eyes. Being there, and with Trump or Kamala, man, that's I don't know. Kamala got her. Um, there's a lot of things on Kamala. She is the vice president currently. I'm not sure what she has done as a vice president. Trump was the president for 4 years, and during that 4 years, there's a lot of stuff that was happening. But to be honest with you, um, but everybody, I don't get political because people want to talk crazy and nonsense. Um, Having an open discussion, open mind nowadays is obsolete. So I'll keep it like that, bro. Bro, this freaking trucker, we're in the construction zone, and you got his high beam glaring right in my freaking face. So I had to shoot my high beams too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not going to lie, man. But I don't know. I don't know about Trump or Kamala. Uh, but yeah, man. That's why I wanted to touch bases, man. I want to talk about that, man. It's just crazy, bro. And you know, we have to get ourselves on the better path in general. We seen there's one path that leads to destruction, and there's one path that leads to happiness. Now, happiness do come with a cost. Happiness is not free. Remember that. Um, so you just got to figure out what you want to do in life, man. But hey, I just hope I hope one of you guys can look that up. East St. Louis shooting. And y'all can see, man. Y'all can fact check. Um, but I know one thing about it, man. One thing I can say, trucking has become stressful. You hit rock bottom, the only way up. Yup, that is absolutely true. Once you hit rock bottom, is the only way you can do is go up. I am a prime example of that. I hit rock bottom twice, and every time I hit rock bottom, man, I went to that next level. Like recently, I was married. I was married for going on 3 years. Got a divorce. Had to sell my house, and because I put my ex-wife name on the deed, not on the mortgage, on the deed, she had 100%, just the same amount of percentage as me when I sell the house. And one of the thing was to sell the house. She did not want me to keep the house. She wanted me to sell it. And I had to pay her 40,000 plus. And one of the last things I remember her telling me was, "Hey, at least you have enough money to pay your debt." And I was about 40,000 plus, and I was rock bottom, man. I was in debt. I left the trucking company. I was with U.S. Express for a little bit. I left that trucking company before I came over here, and I was in heavy debt. And I can tell you now that I am debt free. My credit score is in the 800s. I have money saved up. Um, I definitely went through that adversity, and I have it's very deep. And once I'm working on purchasing my third property, and once I get that third property, I'm building up the broker lounge, where I'll be filming from there, full time, and that's gonna be one of the stories that I'm gonna share at the broker lounge, man. And going back, man, trucking has been frustrating. And when you see things, I mean, talking about frustrating, dealing with traffic, dealing with drivers, dealing with shippers, receivers, dealing with dispatch, dealing with lack of sleep, dealing with the health, um, lack of nutrition, and you're dealing with constant moving, 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 moving. It is stressful. And the first 3 years, yup, the first 3 years, it's just been on the like a little bit on the decline mentally for me. So I'm just thugging it out, trying to reach my second goal. First goal was to get out of debt, and I got out of debt. Um, first goal was get out of debt. Second goal is to get this property. But yeah, man, you definitely got to hit. Sometimes you got to hit rock bottom to get back up. Now, dealing with GPS, yeah, heck yeah, dealing with the GPS, man, it can definitely be stressful, especially when you're driving in cities like New Jersey, or the East Coast, or Chicago. Sometime with Louisville, and when your GPS seeing you in the wrong direction, you're like, fuck, because now you don't know if you're gonna hit a low bridge, you don't know if you're gonna hit, one of these narrow streets. Uh, so I'm always constantly, out of habit, I'm constantly checking the GPS on, not only on my trucker GPS, but also on Google's map, to kind of check the route out, just so I could kind of visualize it in my head. Because I had an incident when I was first driving, when I was team driving, and I was in Arizona. We're delivering in a FedEx, and my trucker GPS literally brought me to the employee parking lot. Oh my goodness. And I was freaking out. Those guys, like people on the main road, they're zipping by, and employees at FedEx. If you guys know, there's a lot of shifts in at FedEx, and when them guys get off of work, they jump in their cars and they trying to take off. You know what I'm saying? And here I am in a big old FedEx, a big old semi truck, and the freaking employee parking lot, and it clearly says no trucks allowed. But my dumb self was like, nah, my GPS says turn here. And I turned there, and I'm trying to back up. Cars are trying to leave the parking lot. Cars are trying to get in. I'm asking my co-driver to help me out. He's panicking because he's like, "What the hell? What the hell happened?" Because he was currently sleeping. I'm running over bushes. I'm running over baby trees. Bro, it was a crazy mess, man. And at that point on, I told myself, from now on, I am fact checking. I'm checking my routes. I'm checking where I have to come in. So when I get there, I can have a clear visual of what street I have to turn on. So I can never get in that situation ever again. Because I was sweating bullets, man. I was embarrassed, sweating bullets, all type of stuff, man. And I've been good since then. I had a friend of mine. He actually ran over a fire hydrant, from the GPS. He ran over a fire hydrant, dragged the fire hydrant for like miles, because he thought he just clipped the fire hydrant. 'Cause he saw water sprouting up, right? And he thought he clipped the fire hydrant. He's fucking taking off, and his co-driver's looking at the side of the mirror. And he just sees sparks, and he's like, "Yo, pull the fuck over, pull over." So he pulled over. He got a fucking fire hydrant and people are honking at him and shit too. He got a freaking fire hydrant stuck between his trailer tires, bro. That goddamn GPS got his ass too, man. So all your new truckers, man, you have to be smarter than the goddamn GPS, man. Be smarter than GPS. Know your areas, especially on the East Coast. Do not turn on parkways. Uh, do not freaking turn on parkways, man. Just be, but the more and more you drive, the more experience you get of the routes. So you kind of get a familiar with areas. Like me personally, when I have to drive to New Jersey or the East Coast, I drive at night. Damn. I know that was embarrassing. Whoa, that was freaking. When I'm telling you, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, and I was extremely frustrated because there was a lady that was coming in. My co-driver was trying to stop her, and she was like, "Fuck you! I gotta clock in," and she cut right in, and boom, here I am trying to back up, and she's cut behind me. She doesn't want to move. I got to get the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? I finally like wiggled my room way through the parking lot, and all I needed was to do a wide ass turn, and I was up out of there before the fucking supervisors and the fucking people see me fucking in their parking lot, right? And this lady, she's not moving. I'm not moving. I'm fucking stressed the fuck out. I'm honking at her. She's just staring at me. And I jumped out. I'm not gonna lie, I jumped out the freaking truck and I gave it to her, man. I gave it to her. And I was just frustrated. I was embarrassed. My anxiety was up. And I didn't have enough time to apologize to her. I wish I did. Because when I finally got out of there, because she was like, oh my God. But in the beginning, you're like, fuck you. But when I jumped out my fucking truck, like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't fucking see me trying to back up or get it fuck out of here? Like, yo, help me out, man. Like move. And, that's what she was like, oh my God, I'm the victim. Oh my God. You know what I mean? And when that happened, and I hate getting out of character. That's one thing I don't like is getting out of character, meaning I don't like to be frustrated. I don't like someone to get me upset. Because like I said, we're in the time where it's freaking crazy, bro. Anything can happen. You could go and you could have a road rage and walk up to somebody and get killed. Like for example, out there in Indiana, there was a guy in a truck. He just got married, and he freaking had this big ass road rage, and he jumps out his car, walks up to the truck behind him with a gun in his hand, right? I want to make sure I don't miss my exit, y'all. All right, we good. He jumps out, he jumps out his car. He's freaking like yelling at this truck, and he shows his gun, and then he puts his gun down, right? And he kind of switch hands, and then he raised his hand up to like point his finger at the guy's head, his face, and that guy just let off. He let it go, bam, bam, and that guy was dead, self defense. Um, and and that's why I try to not be upset. I try not to have road rage because at any moment I could have a car following me, and by the time I get to my exit, he could walk out his freaking car and start shooting at me. You know what I'm saying? That's the life. That's the life we're in right now, man. What's one of what's one of Hold on, let me take this off the charger so I can read out messages. What's one of the two things you'll tell people who are lost in or the career wise younger generation? Um, Here's one thing. It's good to start early. The earlier you start in life on trying to figure out what you want to do in life, career wise, the better. If you want to be an entrepreneur, start early. If you want to work in the industry, start early. Because the earlier you get into that industry, the more information you'll be able to soak in from the people who are around you, especially with a trade. And you'll start to learn more and you start to be more knowledgeable. And also read books, read lots of books. Because your passion could make you millions. It's just a lot of us have trouble or hard time finding our passion. Um, but read a lot of books, look up YouTube videos and stuff like that. But get in the industry and figure out how can you diversify where you're in. Like one key thing, um, get in a career, right? Let's say you don't know what you want to do, but eventually you want to start your own business or eventually you want to do something that can generate you some money. All right, well, Have you ever thought about using your job as a business partner? What does that mean? Well, okay, boom. Instead of you trying to jump into the game or go head first, find you a job that offers 401k. What is 401k? 401k is it's a retirement plan that a lot of major companies offer their employees. Your first 12 months, they will match your percentage up to 6%. What does that mean? Well, you're young, right? Go ahead and sign up for 401k, put in 6%, 6%. Now your company is going to match 6%. This is tax free. After 3 years, you're going to have a nice lump sum of money in there. Did you know you can actually use your money in your 401k tax free to purchase a property? It could be a multi-family home property or it could be a single home property. All you have to do is get pre-approved by a mortgage lender, and then one of the questions the mortgage lender is going to ask you, where's your money at? Well, I have money in my savings account and I also have money in my 401k. Your mortgage lender could send a letter out to your 401k company, wherever whoever you're with, and let them know that hey, this individual is actually working with me on purchasing a home, and he will be using the full amount of his 401k into purchasing his home. So guess what? Your company that was going 6% with you actually contribute into purchasing a home. Now you can use your home. You can get a multifamily home. You can rent one side of your duplex. You live on the other side. You have actually have a lower interest rate, or you can purchase a single family home, right? Pay the house, wait until the equity goes up. You can refinance. You can do whatever you want to do. How do I know? It's because I've done that twice. I bought my duplex with my 401k. I bought my home with my 401k. For my duplex and my home, now on two occasions of me buying my home and my duplex, in total I saved up probably $21,000. Now with my home and my duplex, when I both sold those properties, I made over 100,000 within 3 years. I doubled my money faster than I would with the duplex. Now, unfortunately, yes, I had to pay $50,000 to my ex-wife, but the system works, right? So just my great advice to the young generation is start young, start early, figure out what you want to do, grind up to 25 years old. If you're 19, you're 18, if you're 20, grind like there's no tomorrow. Tomorrow means don't get caught up with the what everyone else is doing. Don't get caught up with the shoes and the designer, this, that, and the third. Figure out an e-commerce business you want to start. Figure out a investment you want to get and go head on. Because the best time to do that is when you're young. The best time to do that is when you have free time, right? So do that young, do that, grind until you're 25, and I promise you, by the time you get to 25, you will be 5 years ahead. This is the information that we need to learn. So my best advice for anybody in the young generation is find you a career or a job that can offer you a lot more than just employment. Once you're there, save your money. Live off of 30% of your income, meaning save 70%. Live off the 30. Figure out how you can live off the 30% of your income. How you do that? You want to tally all your bills together. If you have a car note, if you're paying rent or whatever, tally all your bills together, your phone bill, Wi-Fi, and figure out how much it's going to cost you um, to pay your bills every month. Then you want to tally up what you make every month. So if your bills are, as a young generation, if your bills is $1,000 a month, you live with your parents, right? They're not asking you too much to pay for your room, or maybe you're not paying at all, or maybe save is $2,000 a month and you make 4,000 a month, or you make 3,000. Well, guess what? Pay your bills and live off whatever's left over. You're only left over $1,000. Damn, man, I can't go to the new whatever concert that's going. I can't go to. I can't buy the new Jordans. Damn, I can't do this. Damn, I can't go smoke weeds with my homeboy. No, no, you're young. Don't worry about that. All that's still going to be there. Worry about where you're going to be when you're 25 years old. How well left off you're going to be compared to your peers. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time you're 25 years old, there's still going to be concerts, there's still going to be sports events, there's still going to be Jordans, there's still going to be designer clothes. But the only difference is you're going to be $100,000 up. The only difference is now you are going to be able to be in a position to invest your money into greater opportunities. Opportunity only happens is when you're prepared. That's what opportunity happens. That's what luck is. Luck is nothing but preparation meeting opportunity. What do you mean preparation mean opportunity? You can have somebody walk up to you right now and tell you, hey, if you got $5,000 right now, I'm actually investing into this multi-family home property, or I'm investing into this e-commerce business, be one of my partners. And because you don't have the money, you're not prepared. So you're like, damn, nah, I can't do it. 5 years down the line, that same person that walked up to you with a $5,000 opportunity investment is now worth X and might be worth millions. And you're working at your job saying, damn, dog, I had the 5,000, but god damn, I wanted to buy the Jordans, I wanted to buy the Louis, I wanted to buy this. Now he's driving the M8. Now he's driving the new Mercedes, the Lamborghini. Imagine that. You know what I mean? So that's what you need to do. Focus on saving your money and grinding. Yeah, man. These are the things that. Yeah, me too. These are the things that. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had people in my life that were trying to steer me the right way. I had like my cousin. My cousin been trucking for 10 years. He was trying to have me get my CDL license way before I became a broker, but I didn't listen to him. I was stuck in my ways. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm doing blase soise. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. And at the end of the day, look where I'm at now. So imagine if I was a trucker before the whole pandemic happened, where I would have been at. Now, was I in trucking during the pandemic? Yes. But here goes another scenario. I had friends of mine that were already trucking. They were telling me, hey, you're going to make the most money you ever made. Save your money. Save your money. Did I listen to them? No. I was spending money. That's why I was in debt. My wife wanted a Louis, I got it for her. My wife wanted a Burberry, I got it for her. She wanted to go on trips. We went on 5 trips. My wife once told me if we're spending $500 or less at a restaurant, it's not 5 star. So I could spend $490 at a restaurant. To her, that's not 5 star. So guess what I was doing? Well, I guess we balling. I got that truck money. I didn't listen to the people in my life that was trying to steer me the right way. Because in back of my head, I was like, damn, you doing it? You hanging out? You just went on the cruise? You just did this? You just did that? Man, I'm trying to hang out too, man. I just need 3 months. Then I'm gonna get right. Well, 3 months turned into 3 years. It took me nearly a year to get out of that situation. Now I still got a lot more work to do. I still got to lose the stomach. But yeah, these are things that I hope somebody can hear that's younger, is to grind. Save your money. Don't worry about what your friends are doing. Don't worry about what your brothers are doing. Don't worry about nothing. Save your money. Figure out what you want to do in the long run. Because at the end of the day, the main thing about life is getting your time back. When you go to a job interview, right? When you go sign up, the first thing they're gonna tell you, you're gonna get paid X amount of dollars per hour. You are literally signing a contract saying that for 12 hours of your day, you are gonna work for them. They own your 12 hours for $18, for $20, maybe for $15. So you already signed 12 hours of your day. So that's 12 hours a day that you cannot think. 12 hours of your day that you cannot sit down and figure out what you want to do in your life. So you're left with, we got 24 hours in a day. So what does that mean? You're left with 12 hours. Well, guess what? You got to put the commute in. How long is it going to take you to get to work? How long is it going to take you to get back? You also got to put the other things in there, right? So when you get out of that situation, basically what we're doing, we're buying our time back. So sign up your time now when you're young. So by the time you're 25 or you're 30, you could buy your time back by having a business that's running for you, man. I can't read that. Looking. Social media good when in real life. Yeah, exactly, bro. I know so many people, and this is facts. When Donald Trump was in office, I knew so many people that made a lot of money, a lot of money. Some legally, some illegally. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be transparent with you. And they were living a lifestyle of the rich and glamorous. They had the Lamborghinis rent. They had the nice houses Airbnb. They had all designer clothes. I knew one girl. She was broke, $80,000 in debts, student debt, but she had literally. I walked in her closet. She had literally $30,000 worth of designer, Louis, YSL, Prada, every freaking designer you could think of. $30,000 worth, but you $80,000 in debt. College, student loans. And he didn't finish college. They're like, don't let social media fool you, man. Don't let these people fool you, bro. I know a guy right now, man. He got a brand new Porsche, brand new. Bought it cash, 50,000, but still live at his mama's house. But he cannot park his car at his mama's house because if he park his car at his mama's house, it's gonna raise flags and it's gonna disrupt his business that he got going on. He doesn't want those kind of attention, so he parks it at a friend of his house. How does that make sense? Like, tell me, does that make sense? You spent $50,000 on a Porsche, but you're still living at your parents' house. That you can't even park it at your parents' house when you could have used $50,000 to put down on a home. Oh, I forgot. You don't got credit. Okay. I knew another guy, quarter mil up, came and purchased the property. He ain't have credit. And he wasn't willing to spend his whole life savings on purchasing one property. But if he had credit, all he had to do was put down $30,000 and still had 220,000 dollars left over. Come on, this is facts. Another thing you guys gotta know is hey, can I talk to you? Talk to me about what? Another thing you gotta know about is this. Here's another key gem. Money is king, but credit is power. It's great to have money, but without credit, you can't do nothing. All right. So while you're saving your money up and doing what you got to do, get your credit up too. So I had this friend that I knew since kindergarten, and today he got curb checked. What's curb check? I don't know what's curb check. I ain't never heard of curb check. But remember that, you guys. Money is king, cash is king, but credit is power. They got a guy right now that can walk into the bank and get a $500,000 loan off his credit. Look at all these wealthy individuals. They walk in loans, right? Or walk in the banks and get loans to purchase asset that can eventually make them money, right? So we got to really be very knowledgeable of credit. So if you're younger, that's another thing I'll tell you to do. While you are grinding and figuring out where you want to be in life, also learn the importance of credit. Here's some books you need to read. Think and Grow Rich, also Richest Man in Babylon. Read The Richest Man in Babylon. Very great book. It teaches you how money works, how capitalism works, and then also read Richest Man, Think and Grow Rich, right? And there are other great books out there um, that can help out. Try to figure out what this curb check is. That's what curb check is. Are you talking like a curb check, like got deleted, or a girl or a guy got turned down? Like, I still don't understand what curb check. Uh, I don't know, bro. I wish I could answer your question, but I just don't know what a curb check is. But yeah, you guys. Um, I seen your paperwork. What the hell that mean? I seen your paperwork. Getting pressed, pushed up on. I don't understand, bro. I still I see what you're talking about. Getting pressed or pressed up on, like did he get in a fight? Did he get deleted? You saying you told. What? Uh so you saying the guy from kindergarten he snitched on somebody? Is that what you talking about? You saying you told what? All right. Did you have any trouble with law or court when you owed any debt? Nah. Nah, I ain't have no trouble with law or none of that stuff when I owed debt. Mm, uh, bro, he's a truck driver. What you mean? He told he's working legit. I don't get what do you guys what are you guys saying, bro? Did you have any trouble with the law or court when you owed any debt? Now I didn't have any troubles with the law or court when I was in debt. Not to my knowledge. I don't know. But anyways, I'm still trying to figure this out, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is really irking me right now. I'm trying to understand what the hell you guys are saying, bro. But yeah, get you a secure credit card. If you have bad credit, get you a secure credit card. Um, do that. But I don't recommend secure credit cards because they don't really do too much for you as far as major credit cards where you get like points and you get to utilize all that. Um, I seen your paperwork. But it was a great conversation. I'm waiting for somebody to write something in there so they can elaborate what they mean by did you get okay. Let's see. Let's say first. How does it work when you owe debt but you can't afford to pay it off in full? Were you able to do payments or something like that? Yeah. Um. So you got to talk to your creditors. So whoever you got that loan from, credit card, whatnot, you have to speak to them and come up with a payment plan directly to avoid any going to court and all that stuff. But it's not going to look good on your credit report. Now I can say that a while back, like about 6 years ago, it's about to come off my credit report. I had got a car from CarMax, and I involuntarily let it go, and it's been on my credit report ever since then. But it's coming off. But I did pay what they asked, the minimum of what they asked me to pay after it was charged off. But it's still on my credit report, and because it's been such a long time and it's almost 7 years since then, um, it's coming off my credit report. So the base thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and once if you cannot get it off your credit report by disputing it and all that stuff, the next step you want to do is you want to reach out to the creditors, talk to them, explain to them what you're going through, that you can't pay it off and you can come to a debt. A lot of the creditors, they will put you on a payment plan. They will put you on a payment plan. You're good. You know what I mean? But it's going to take some time to get it off your credit report because they are going to report it that you are on the debt or you are on the payment plan. So be aware of that. And there's a lot of tricks to the trade. I'm actually going to start a credit repair channel. I was thinking about doing on here on this live on this platform, but I'm eventually gonna change it and do it something else. It's not good to intermingle different type of topics off of one platform after you created it. Um, oh, cool! I didn't know it worked like that. Yeah, yeah. You can always reach out to your creditors if you get like Credit Karma and whatnot. It'll actually tell you who got you in collection. They'll give you their phone numbers. They'll give you their information where you can contact them. But first, try to dispute it. See if you can get it off like that. And if that doesn't work, after a few attempts, then you can reach out to the creditor and you talk to them. Be like, hey, I'd like to get on the payment plan. They're gonna ask you why aren't you paying on time. Uh, doing a whole lot of blah blah blah. Brody gonna get bagged. Then. Yeah. What for why press? How do you build credit? Hmm. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and log off. I'm done for the day, man. Like I said, man, y'all just be mindful. Hope you guys have a great day today. Um, it's wicked out here, man. But with that being said, man, I'll catch you on the next one. I can log off this bitch.